all the partners you're going to see that are around the table, everything that we're doing is aligning and has been aligning over the past year, I think, to make what we're going to be doing over the next year possible. So it's, in my mind, it's an extremely important time for change within the state, change for the good. Second is, Delaware is a place of all places where I think we can get this done. I mean, we can really make a difference here because you can literally get everybody in the state in one room that has to work on an effort and get them aligned, and it's easy to communicate. You know, some of these states are huge and it's hard to get your arms around everything, but in Delaware I think we can really make this happen. The other thing is, you are the ones that are going to make this happen. So at the end of the day, this is the leadership team in this room that if we're successful, it's going to be because of all of you. Not anybody, not any individual, you know, not anybody in leadership at the state. It's the people in this room are going to make this effort happen. And so I'd encourage you to use today to start to get to know the people around the room, because I think we're going to be working together for a while on this initiative. The other thing is that this is going to be a bit of a journey. So a little bit of what we're going to talk about today is putting a plan together, but the plan really is only the beginning of this. Once we put that plan in place, to me, the fun part is going to be execution. So I envision this as a pretty long journey where you're going to spend some time planning. That's going to end around April. Then we're going to be starting to execute on that plan. You know, and then, you know, at least from the business world, what you do is you plan, you execute, then you assess what you did, and you plan again and you execute, so it's kind of a continuous improvement. And so that's why I say this is going to be a long journey, but I think 2017 is going to be an incredibly impactful year in terms of what some of the changes that we're going to make. The other thing is, as we go through the presentation, especially in the early part of the agenda, and I'll go over this in a minute, there's some guidance in terms of vision, mission, and guiding principles. I would encourage all of you, as you go through the work during the year, use that guidance. That guidance is meant to align all of us in the same direction, heading for the same objectives. And so when you're making decisions, when you're pushing your efforts forward, and there's going to be a lot of different efforts that we're all going to be responsible for, and you want to know which way to go, which way to steer things, look at the guiding principles, look at the vision, look at the mission, and ask yourself, or ask your team, is what we're doing moving in that direction? Is it pushing us towards our goals? Are we following the guidance that's given at the very beginning here? Because there's a lot of effort kind of the board put into these guiding documents. Then it was circulated with a lot of the frontline folks to get feedback about what made sense and what didn't. And so we've been through iterations of this. And I think, you know, nothing's ever done. I think all of this is kind of a living document. But right now, the vision, mission, and guiding principles, I think, are in pretty good shape and should provide good guidance for you going forward as you move your initiatives forward. So I want to thank all of you for being here, but probably more importantly, thank you for the long haul. Thank you for being part of a big change in Delaware for the better.